Okay, let's start.
Okay.
So, let's switch you on over to where we last left off. Get rid of these ones that you didn't fight.
Since you showed us what you were thinking.
Mm-hmm. Okay, last time you guys helped Lohnzei bury her little brother and were attacked by some pumpkin creatures once you laid him in the crypt and exited the door. And you guys had managed to kill the three of them without anyone dying, though a couple of you got close.
Yeah, that was rough. But I guess we should check on Lohnzei, huh?
Sure.
So you guys head into the crypt.
Is everything okay? Was anybody in here with you?
Uh-oh.
I was just changing it back to the music that it was while you were
Uh-oh. Fight
here.
music.
No, not fight music yet. Turn on the ravens. Okay. So you head into the crypt and ask her how she is.
Yes.
You can tell that she was crying, and she's still on the ground on her knees, and she's wiping her face when you guys come in, and when you ask her, she stands up and tells you that she should be fine.
She didn't even notice the pumpkins.
Do you know anything about pumpkins?
She looks at you kind of confused, and before she can say anything, she notices that Kuzin and Una are
Covered in
pumpkin from the one that you smashed with your warhammer.
I wonder if we could bake this into a pie.
She asks you what happened.
Well, when we stepped outside, pumpkins attacked us. Yes, pumpkins.
She looks at you, and she seems somehow to get even paler than what a shadow elf normally is.
Oh my.
Which means
Does this bother you?
Wouldn't it bother anybody? It's like pumpkins and that kind of stuff. Hello.
It's just fighting our food, Bree.
she looks at you and with a bit of a shaky voice says, you said pumpkins attacked you?
Oh yes, you should come outside and look at them. They're quite nifty creatures.
She vigorously shakes her head no. Says,
You don't know a pumpkin?
She shakes her head, closes her eyes and shakes her head to compose herself, I guess you could say.
Oh, okay.
And says, let's go outside. And you all go outside, I take it?
Yes, please.
Okay, you follow her outside, and she goes over to where a couple of the pumpkin creatures were killed. And she lets out a long, deep sigh.
Why such a long face? Oh god, that's terrible. She just fucking found out her brother died, or what? Was it a brother? It was a brother.
Yes. She turns around to face you guys and says, I must confess something to the four of you, even though Iacona's not here, but his character is.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Hold on. Earlier today when you first came into town answering the
Hola.
Hello.
Hey, Icona.
We only started a few minutes ago. We gave you half an hour.
I thought we started at 8. Am I wrong?
We started at 8. It's 8:38. But
8
you
o'clock.
remember that
Eastern time.
7 o'clock.
Oh, I'm
7 o'clock.
Central.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's 7 o'clock your time.
Sorry.
It's
That's
okay.
But we'll get you all straight out. We didn't kill you off yet, and basically we've since we did kill everything last time. We went and talked to her. She's gonna confess something to us now, so you're in time to find out what she's gonna confess to us about what's going on.
Just in time. Just let me know when you're all loaded in.
I are here.
Okay. As Bree said, Lohnzei was just about to confess something to the four of you.
Drum roll.
I'll attempt to repeat what I had just said. How did it go? She turns to you, and says,
We did only say part of it, and then Iacona showed up, so you didn't even say.
she says, I have something to confess to the four of you. Earlier today, I wasn't quite truthful about what's been going on.
Dun dun dun.
Earlier today, when you showed up in town to... Hold on. Damn cats.
Oh yeah.
They always know when you're really trying to concentrate on something, you have to get there and go, hey, it's me!
Mm-hmm.
What about me?
Doesn't help that the oldest one doesn't really care for the youngest. When you guys enter town, answering our call for help, I told you that I didn't know exactly what happened to my brother, and I also know what's been happening to the villagers that have been disappearing.
What's happening to the villagers?
Her pumpkin patch has gone awry.
It started last year. Me and my two brothers, we've been living on my family's pumpkin farm here in this little village. I'm guessing you're just testing your...
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
testing. Sorry. My bad.
Yeah, he's trying to get it ready for level 2.
I am.
Yep. Let me get a drink.
Encourage you to spit it out faster.
Oh man. Alright, so copy pasta here.
Last year,
Oops.
while all three of us were living on the family farm, our parents died. And my Ertra is my youngest brother. I have another younger brother, and his name is... Hold on. I should have had this open already.
I ain't judging.
Nope.
No comment.
I could see Saul doing that too.
I have a younger brother. His name is Linever. I'll spell it out.
Is that the one that died?
No, Ertra is
No,
the one
this
that
is-
died.
Airturs,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
This is the one that's in trouble that she's going to send us off on an adventure for.
My younger brother, line of air, he didn't quite take the deaths of our parents very well, and he secluded himself in his room at the farm, and he would only come out to get something to eat and then head back into his room. Me and Ertra were concerned about him, and one of our friends grew concerned as well when he stopped going over to meet him. Thinking.
Wait, so she went to meet him?
No, the brother basically stopped meeting with his friends.
He's excluded himself in his room, so then they were wondering what was going on with him. And that's where Oreo stopped.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Oh man, there's my cat now.
I thought I heard a kitty.
The minions are gone. It's my turn.
I had this whole thing thought up in my head earlier today while at work, and now that I need it, it just poofed right out.
Yeah, I know.
And unfortunately at work I couldn't write it down.
Yeah, because you don't have one of those jobs where you can really...
It's okay, Oreo. It's okay.
Yippee. But I totally understand.
I gotta clean up cat vomit now anyway.
Ooh, fun.
Yep, good times.
I know
Oh,
that
yeah,
all
At least,
too well.
at least you got warned.
Yeah, he does have his warning alarm.
So like, oh, like my old cat. I'm like, oh, he's about to do it.
Yep.
Go get paper towels. Go find where he ran off to, or try to catch him so he doesn't go anywhere. Let him do it, and then come to the spot where you made him do it.
Yep, and that's exactly what I did. I brought him out into the kitchen onto the tile floor and said, "Hey, here you go." Easy cleanup. All right.
Very true.
So somehow or another, Leniver, or how you pronounce this name, was doing something, and it's kind of screwed up the pumpkin patch. That's my guess.
Did he feed the pumpkins some mushrooms, perhaps? Oh man, PCP pumpkins.
Okay.
Lohnzei.
Okay. I think I got a little bit more of it remembered. After 3 months, he finally came out, and there was something a little strange about him that just didn't seem like him anymore. And the things that he was doing made me and Ertra leave the farm, and not much longer after that, some villagers started to disappear. And I believe that my brother is the cause of these disappearances. Our friend who I don't have a name for. He...
Paul.
Our friend, he went to try and find out what happened to make my brother change like he did. And he became one of the many that have disappeared. So my real reason for asking you here is...
So you could tell us that in front of the village. Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
pretty much.
I
But is he still on the farm then? The living brother?
You ask her that?
Yes. Do you know actually where he is?
She says that it's almost guaranteed that he's on the farm. He hasn't left the farm since their parents died. And she says, I ask that you help me stop my brother. Those pumpkin creatures are...
Not normal. Yeah.
No, they're...
It's anything yeah.
That's not very natural.
No, it totally
Still
goes
music.
against... yes, they kind of explode nicely when you hit them with a hammer.
She says those pumpkin creatures are his doing. She doesn't know how he created them, but if they're pumpkins, then... And her family's the only one with a pumpkin farm, that they have to be his doing.
I say we go talk to this guy. What's the brother's name again?
So do you believe that he sent them here for you?
I believe so.
Why does he want you?
I think he believes that I want him dead. That's not exactly what I want, but if it comes to that, then it comes to that. My little brother, Ertra, against my pleas, he went to the farm to try and reason with Linevere, and as you can see, he wasn't successful. He was barely able to set foot on the farm before being attacked by these pumpkin creatures.
Yeah, I was thinking it'd probably be one of these pumpkin creatures after what I found in the body, showing that it had vine stuff that's much like pumpkin vine. Now that I look at it.
And she nods.
Well, I guess we know what we have to do next.
I believe we need to go talk to him.
Just as a note, I don't have any more healing for the day.
Oh, we should probably rest here in the cemetery then. Or maybe go back into town.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be better.
Turtle wants to rest his shell in the cemetery.
Ah, I don't mind.
He wants to be more shell shocked.
Oh, that's cool. Good to know. can't figure out how to do it. Alright, so I say we head back into town.
Alrighty. You guys head back into town.
Is she coming with us?
Yes.
Okay. Works again. I broke it and then I fixed it.
Yay.
Yay me!
And you guys head back to the stable or the inn.
Well, the turtle goes to the stable. The rest of us go to the inn.
Yeah, I can
Nothing?
see how
Really?
your donkey's doing.
Sorry, I'm writing macros.
And I take it you guys take a bit of a rest.
Yeah, I'm good for sleeping in the stables. He can find rest anywhere.
What, too round for a bed? Alright, let me check. Let me see something. Yeah, I'd have to do a long rest to replenish mana points, so I could do healing again, because if those things attack us like they did last time, I'm going to want some healing. And hope I don't get tangled too far away.
Yeah, I mean, we're... what time of day is it now, Oreo?
It is...
I mean, we buried him around dusk, right? Or we took up to the crypt?
Well,
I
like
thought it was
middle,
almost
middle, yeah, it was middle of the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Lunch
Yeah.
and stuff, and
The battle that you guys did ended about 1 or 2 in the afternoon.
Okay, so we got
In between
plenty of
then.
time left before. So did she say, does her brother live in town, the one that, or did he leave? Like, we gotta go actually find him?
he's on the farm.
Yeah, he's at
he's on the farm.
pumpkin
Okay.
farm.
Yes, he's on the farm with
Got
the
it.
nasty pumpkins, and the
Alright.
other brother was trying to get to the farm, but got to the edge of the property
And got attacked by pumpkins.
and
Yep.
yes, he didn't have the fortitude to survive such
Gotcha.
attack.
I'm sorry. I was writing macros. Sorry, Bree.
No problem.
I'm macroizing your brain now into the right macro.
Right? Right? Totally understand.
Yes, I'm taking notes too, so that helps me.
And you've got no healing left?
None. I have. We decided that the druid should have mana points like a cleric, and it takes 2 mana points to cast a cure light, and I start with 4, and I cast 2 cure lights.
Yeah, okay.
And that's why I was trying to remember who I healed and whatever, and if the setup and stuff. And then I had to go fix my sheet, so I have my mana points listed instead of like the number of spells I'm gonna cast. The number in there is the mana points that I have.
Okay, well, I mean, if that's the case, then maybe we should think about going to see him in the morning. I wouldn't want any more of these pumpkins attacking us while we're so exhausted.
Yeah, one of our party members is at much less health than the others, since I couldn't heal her yet.
I agree.
This would be so much of a less problem if I was stronger, but someday maybe I'll gain skills.
Or if this benevolent being of a GM would, not throw 6 pumpkins at us.
Oh, I technically only made
True,
3.
he only threw 3, which is very good for us.
Yeah, because he was thinking of 6, so he was benevolent. So he did not throw all 6, but they were there.
We can
Yep.
potentially go ask around town too to see if anybody knows, how he did this.
That is
If
true.
anybody knows.
As for if anybody knows, I don't know.
Yeah, or just kind of find what other people know about disappearances and stuff and what tales they have. That way it leaves it open and doesn't point it at him directly yet until we confirm everything.
Yeah.
So kind of leave it open-ended of like what they know the disappearances and the request for us to come out and stuff. So we... And if anybody else has tried anything, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll just walk around town and until it's time to get some rest and ask around to see if anybody knows anything. And if you think of anything, Oreo, that they might know, then you can just let me know.
Okay.
What's everybody else gonna do, huh?
I'm gonna go talk to the innkeeper and see if he minds if I do a little baking.
Oh yes, you can take some of this pumpkin off of my shell. You may be able to make a pumpkin pie with it.
That's something gross. They were animated. Of course, we eat cows. Okay, let's do it.
Awesome. Love it.
Yeah. Well, if all else fails and you get sick, I probably can whip up a concoction that at least make you feel better by morning.
People do not get sick off my food.
Of course, you never use supernatural pumpkins either.
Yeah, I'm just saying, just in case.
Don't give them ideas.
Pumpkin. Do, 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 do.
You know what? I think we're gonna need this one. Definitely gonna need this one, Oreo. Because you like to hit me with freaking like 23s and stuff. we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna write this up. Perry.
Because no matter how hard your shell is, it still might get cracked.
Right? Actually, let's do... Yeah, that's fine. Yes, Oreo, I am walking around asking about the disappearances and if they know anything about these funky pumpkins. Anybody. I'm just walking door to door asking everybody.
Oh, we...
And do any of these the people that have had relatives disappear, have they noticed like any skittering pumpkins in the area?
They have not.
Okay, they haven't noticed anything other than their relatives went disappeared.
Yep.
Gotcha. So what is this? Pumpkin Mancy? This is totally Pumpkin Mancy, isn't it? Alright, so I'll head back to town. I don't know how long that took me to get around town, but I'll head back to the inn and I'll sit down with Una and relay that there have been quite a few people around that have lost relatives recently.
So was it just random timing, regular timing?
It was one per week. Would they tell me, like, would I know the days that they disappeared, Oriel? Like, did they say, oh, it was this specific day on each week?
No, it's random.
Random? Okay. No, it was random.
But-
They randomly.
But yeah, well, it's just that the DM wrote one of the weekly.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
why. That's why I asked.
Each week, from basically Sunday to Saturday, for a little visual type of thing, that from Sunday to Saturday, one person has disappeared. It could have been on the first day of the week or the 5th day of the week.
But the average is one person a week.
Yeah. There's never been 2 people disappear within a week. Now there has been, say, 2 people disappear within 3 days from each other, but it hasn't been within that same 8-day week.
Yeah, so like one's at the end and one's at the beginning.
Yeah. And the disappearances have usually happened when they had to go outside of town into the forests, or they were heading over to a neighboring town or village looking for help or such like that.
Interesting. So it is random but regular enough to be very concerning. This town must be losing lots of people.
I don't think there's gonna be many. I don't think there's gonna be much of a town left here shortly.
Yeah, most of the fields, while they have crops in them like corn and tomatoes and like that, a lot of them are overgrown with weeds and looks like that they haven't been tended to in quite some time.
I almost think you read my fan fiction from a few years ago for Hot on GW2 of when mushrooms go bad, because I'm attacking the damn game. You just made pumpkins do it.
I went with pumpkins because this will lead up to Halloween.
The next, yeah, lead up to Halloween, the next thing you're gonna do. Ooh-wee.
And you guys make it back to the inn as the sun begins to set.
All right.
And it smells really good with the scent of cooking crepes.
Okay, that
And
works.
pumpkin pie and whatever else Red Paw is cooking.
Can you smell what the Red Paw is cooking?
No. Let's do. There we go. Why am I in radiological? Terrible. Ooh, is this
I don't know.
radiological?
Yeah. Well, that's because you're testing it. I did all my tests as Breeze. So.
There we go. That should be good for the peri macro.
That
Alright.
works.
And then we shall go to bed.
Okay.
Yep.
A little more to write now.
There's that from the house rules. And you have your full number of hit dice to roll to heal.
Yeah, which, like, you have one hit die.
Yep.
Okay, so
I could actually use a med kit to heal up Una. So that she's healthy in the morning.
okay, do I don't even know if I have any healer's kits on me.
Yeah, I don't think I have any healers kits.
I do. And I'm proficient in them. Okay.
So would we be able to use Breeze healing kit and expend our hit dice?
Yes, and each one of you would take up one use of the healer's kit.
Gotcha. What am I sitting at right now? I don't even know. Hold on.
But I could actually apply it to them and get the bonus, right? But I just use their... Now, by using their hit die, what does that actually mean in the roll? Just that I add a +1? Because they only have one hit die? That's my understanding.
For the healing, here, let's bring up Nudar.
I'm sitting at 11. Oh, I'm good. I'm at 11.
Let's see. Where is it? On the core stats, where it says hit dice, Bard, Cleric, Druid, Rogue, Monk, Warlock gets a D8. You roll that, click the use, and Nudar would regain 4 hit points.
But see, I can have a proficiency with the med kit to add to the healing.
That's to, hold on.
To stabilize?
Oh, that's probably the stabilizer when they're unconscious. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just one creature with 5 feet.
And you can re-roll one. If it's going to be like when you roll hit dice when you level up, anything less than the average, which would be a 1d8 would be a 4. So if you roll a 4 or less, it changes to a 5.
Nice, thank you.
Right, so you can roll it and see if you get higher, otherwise you get the 5 points. Well, and then Sal did a good job. Got 8 points back.
Ooh. What's Una carrying around, Saul? What does she use as a weapon? Great axe?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, I think I might just take Commander Strike.
Yeah, he's still working on his level 2 skills.
I am.
Benefit the family.
I'm so sorry.
I basically just had to like revamp some of my inventory because I didn't really have my inventory fleshed out right, and then I had to pick one spell, and then kind of just flesh out and fix a couple of things for my
For the macros?
for the tree form. If I cast healing in tree form versus not tree form, make sure I had that right. And then the seed pods. Radio knows about the seed
I
pods.
do know about seed pods. They were great. Okay, so let's just. I'm gonna go with sweeping attack instead.
Okay. So, Bree never got hurt, so she doesn't have to use a hit die to heal. And we're waiting for Radio to roll his.
You know what? I'll go ahead and roll it. I mean, I'm at 11.
Well, yeah, because we're doing it in a safe place, so it doesn't even use one of my healer kits. But it's probably better off because I only have 2 healing spells.
Yeah, let's do that. All right, hold on. Where is it?
And it's a free use of your hit die.
Yeah, it's a free use for the night. Yeah.
And also add your Constitution modifier.
It added it to it already. That was a natural 1 right there.
Yep. So yours would be 6 plus your 3, which would be 9.
Yeah, I'm good.
And
then. I'm up to full.
And so Una adds another 1 to what you rolled. Because you have to have a minimum of a 7.
Oh yeah, because she rolled a 6. Yeah,
Yep.
so she actually could get 9 points too if she actually needs that extra point.
So I'm re-rolling?
No, just add a 1.
You just got 9 points instead of 8, just because of the rule of if you rolled below the average, so you automatically got the extra point for free. Because
Okay.
you roll below average. Not very below average, but just below average.
You below average roller, you.
Unlike Radio, who was like...
Oh, I was way below average. That's how I roll. Literally.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. This will be interesting to see how our rolls go when we go back out and have to encounter more pumpkin bee.
And also...
Oh, so now we're level 2. Ding!
You guys ding to level 2.
Okay, so we have to roll and see if... Yeah, I'm gonna roll and see if I actually get better than average on my die roll for my level 2 hit points.
Okay.
I got average. With my con, I do have a +1, so I can do... Yeah,
So that's 6.
Oh, I'm up to 15! Oh my god!
Upon leveling up, you roll for your hit points. If your roll is less than half your class's hit die +1, you may instead choose to take the average. This average depends on your class's hit die. A d6 gives a 4.
Nice.
Hey, yeah, Saul
Ooh.
got a good roll there. Awesome.
A d8 gives a 5, a d10 gives a 6, and a d12 gives a 7.
Yeah.
This way, a
and-
character with a
see-
d10 doesn't have less hit points than a character with a d6 on average. This, of course, adds your Constitution modifier to the number rolled or chosen.
Oh, of course, I'm talking to myself. Cool.
Oh, where do you change your level overall
And
level?
you gain 1 hit die every level, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, but how do you change the overall level?
Go to class. Where it says Druid do the
Yeah,
up
right
arrow
there.
one more.
And add a level.
Yep. Yeah, you just do the up arrow and then.
Yep, and now we'll make it a 2.
Here we
And
go.
it shows 2 over there, and the DM's playing my
Beautiful.
sheet.
Yep.
Beautiful.
I'm doing that's stupid.
Oh man, I still haven't picked the third one.
Now, what? Okay, and the other thing with like the hit dice, the max is 2, so then that would also be my current until something happens.
Yep, until you take a short rest and you use one or both to heal.
Okay, so that's where you keep track of actually using it to. Okay.
Yeah,
Got
and on a long rest, you always go with your max. Like right now, even if you spent 2 hit dice on a short rest, when you do a long rest, you'd still be able to use 2.
Okay.
Okay,
Okie dokie.
question for you, Oreo.
Yes.
Looking at the maneuvers, this Commander Strike, it says when you take the attack action on your turn, you can forego one of your attacks and use a bonus action to direct one of your companions to strike. So are you using your attack action or are you using a bonus action?
It's the fighter.
It's the first maneuver, the Commander Strike.
Let's see, Commander Strike.
It says you forego one of your attacks. So basically, if you had 2 attacks, if you had a second attack, you could forego one of them, use a bonus action,
Yeah.
and say, hey, you can hit somebody.
So with Commander Strike, you basically wouldn't be able to use it until you get to level 5 when you get the extra attack.
Or you just skip your attack and say, hey, take the attack for me.
Yeah, which could
That too.
be beneficial, like, if you're stuck in the vines and can't do your turn, you can give an extra one over to somebody else who might
Something
be able to
along that lines, yeah. Or potentially if, like... Oh. Hold on.
But, I mean, that was the most rapid thing that came to my mind because of prior encounter.
Yeah, right? That was terrible. Okay. I might think about taking that one later on then. Because I get more. It shows in the... Yeah, okay. We're good. I'll pick a different one
Yeah.
for now. Okay. Oh, you didn't have to give me all that. Oh.
And Bree, your maximum mana points is 6 now.
Yep, I have that listed on my spell thingy. I went and got it changed so it matches the cleric, because we decided to have... You're going to change the druid over to match
Yeah.
the cleric and spell, which just makes more sense, I think.
Yeah,
And the
because
druid ends up a little OP because of they also have all their little extras with their circles and stuff.
yep, and I had originally planned for them to be spontaneous like a sorcerer and bard, but decided to change that. And Redpaw has 14 mana points maximum.
So where do I put this?
Well, you know how it says like how many spells you can do per day? I just put the number in there and then I just know it's my mana points versus actual number of
You mean the spell
spells.
slots?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
spell slots per day or whatever.
Okay.
I just put that. I put the mana number in there instead.
Yeah,
and
that's a
then
good
I can-
idea. Thank you.
And then I can track how many points you use. Like when I use a cure light, then I say I use 2, and then yeah.
Yep, and on your token, here I'll switch you guys over to the graveyard again. On your token, you click on that. The blue, I have for your mana points. So right now you have 6, so you have to change that to 14. And Bree will have to change hers on her token as well.
My bar got bigger. I'm just saying.
You gotta click on your
Yeah, you gotta click
token.
on the gear. You click on your token, and then you see how there's a gear on the bottom left.
I like having a big bar.
Yeah, so then, yeah. But when you click on that, then you'll see your name in bar 1, bar 2. On bar 2, the right hand box is your max, and then the left hand one is what you currently have, which like
Okay, my
same as
bar's
your max.
average.
And radio, you can keep track of your superiority die the same way if you wanted to,
Okay, so
like how many that you have.
click the gear, and then bar 2 would be
Yeah.
maximum and used.
And then, yeah.
There we go. Sweet. I think I'm good now. I think.
And
No, not quite yet. I lied.
and Una can track your rage rounds the same way if you wanted to.
If it makes it easier. Yep.
I just use a piece of paper.
That works too.
Yeah, it's like whatever. I mean, it's at least it's there as an option because you have different bars. You can do stuff with
Boom.
tracking.
I'm good. I'm good. Let's do this. Let's go fight some pumpkins.
Okay, back to the village map. Oh, hold on. Going to stop the music and play this.
Yay. Let us go confront this pumpkin mancer.
Yeah, so
Is the farm outside of the town, or is it in town?
It's outside of town.
yeah,
Okay.
it's a little ways out. It's definitely not this close because otherwise, I think the villagers would have figured it out by now. And some of these fields look kind of, like nobody's cared or been here to care about them.
So my spellcasting ability modifier, that's just my charisma mod, right?
Yes.
Are we all prepared?
Yes.
Yep.
Let's go.
Then, O benevolent one, take us to the farm outskirts.
Okay, as you guys leave the inn, you see somebody running towards you. Not in a hostile way.
Shoot them! Oh.
Alright, so...
What is it that you desire from us?
Turns turtle.
Male shadow elf runs towards you, and he stops in front of you, out of breath. After a few seconds, he is able to breathe enough to tell you that Lohnzei has sent for you once more because there has been another disappearance last night.
Oh my, I guess we should not have waited.
But then we might not have been able to do anything for the greater good.
I agree.
So, where's she at? You gonna show us, or at least tell us which way to go?
He takes you over to this house.
So you're at that house.
That's where she's been staying. She's waiting outside, and there is a woman standing next to her. Where's the party going?
Did I take us to the wrong spot? I thought that's the house that she was staying at.
No, that one down there.
I put us in the right spot. You
I'm
didn't-
sorry, Bree. Don't yell at me.
That house.
Don't touch.
Apparently, Kuzin was just wandering.
He was out of shell for a moment.
Oh,
I'm gonna have some way to just get you sick of my shell puns.
That's why I made a turtle, so we could all tell shell puns.
Shit, we could all shell it out. Okay, so we're there, and she's outside.
And there is a woman crying into Lohnzei's shoulder as you arrive. As she's trying to comfort the woman, Lohnzei looks at you and says that that she sent her messenger to tell you that there has been another
Yeah, he
disappearance.
told us that. And he brought us here.
Yes. It was this woman's child. She witnessed the disappearance, which is completely new, and knows the direction where the child has been taken.
Okay. Then we should hurry that way.
And she tells the guy that she sent to take the woman into the house, and she takes you a little off to the side and says in a low voice that the kidnappers didn't go near her family farm, that she doesn't know if that is exactly where they took the child, but if they did, they're taking a rather roundabout way.
Okay, well, since I don't know where the hell our farm is or what a roundabout way is, I have no bloody clue what that
She mentions that the farm is a few miles past the graveyard where you guys were yesterday.
And which way and where was the girl or boy or whatever the kid?
Yeah, it was that way.
That's the graveyard. The kid
Yeah.
was taken from one of the houses over here,
Okay, south side.
and they went south.
And the kid was kidnapped by pumpkins?
No,
So who were the kidnappers?
they were humanoid in shape, like you guys and everyone in town.
Okay.
Well,
How
this
many?
puts us in a predicament.
Yeah, this is odd.
Do we go talk to the Pumpkin Mancer, or do we go find this lady's son?
I might be tempted to go after the child first.
Yeah, because
I agree.
Because this is the most recent disappearance, but it's not a disappearance like the other last ones. Or that we know of, where people have actually, well, some people have disappeared. We only know of one person who actually died.
Yeah, I agree. I think we should go after the child first.
Don't die.
Sorry. Popcorn's kicking my butt. So should we get on our way? Head down and see if we can't find this child?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you
And
Where you can track, right?
That'd be under survival, wouldn't it?
yes,
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because I can.
You to like sniff something of the kids or something before we go.
She's not
Oh,
a
no.
dog. Aren't you
Well, I am
the fox?
Shh.
I was telling the cat she need to have the
Yeah,
he's the
I'm the cheetah. Maybe I could cheat. It.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but
5 to 10 minute break.
Okie dokie.
cool. I gotta get.
I'll
up
eat
on
my
the phone,
popcorn.
but anyway.
I'm
Yeah.
trying not to die.
Okay. Yeah, I think your minions don't want you to die.
Nope. Apparently, my new kitten doesn't want me to do that either. She wants to eat my popcorn.
Did you have popcorn with cheese on it or something?
No.
That's-
She eats everything.
my husband-
Yeah, you understand.
Yeah, my husband, he popcorn he got has like the powder like white cheddar cheese stuff on it.
That's yummy popcorn.
Smells really good. Yeah, I'm not much of a popcorn fan though.
Oh man, I love popcorn. I could eat this all day, every day.
I like popcorn too.
Okay, I gotta get up.
Sorry if I'm
move around
crunching
a
in
little
your
bit.
ears. I'm getting to the kernel pieces. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I need more water too then. Yeah, you still there, Bree?